Gilbert, take one. Marker.
I love that. My name is Gilbert Bolden III, and I'm originally from San Diego, California. I grew up kind of always watching music videos, watching TRL in the afternoons. It wasn't until I was about 8 or 9 years old that my mom found a studio near her work, and she was like, do you want to try it out? I did it for like a month, and after that month, the studio owners thought I had a lot of natural ability, and they asked me to join their full-time performance troupe, and it was just kind of an avalanche landslide from there. The first ballet I saw, I don't remember it because I was so young, but it was The Nutcracker at some like random traveling troupe in Las Vegas. As far as my first city ballet, it was actually Jules, and it was John Stafford's retirement. So I had no idea who he was. That was just like, I bought a cheap ticket, and now he's my boss.
Do you have any hobbies or special interests?
I've taken a real focus in fashion and fashion design. I started making my outfits for our like fall and spring galas 3 years ago. You know, it started off as like adding a sash to a suit, and now we've ascended fully to this past fall gala. I made 3 custom outfits. I was up for 40 hours straight doing all these different things and sewing and stoning, and I had a lot of things to do, which I had a lot of help from my 2 friends, Sophie and Giovanni. We stoned the entire thing in rhinestones. So I was this literal glittering diamond, and I just felt so, you know, powerful and strong, and like I felt so beautiful. And I also have done, well, I guess I still do, drag on the side occasionally. I named her Ibuprofen because I wanted it to be ballet related, but not quite on the nose. So I was thinking about more of my ballet life and my ballet history, and there's been lots of ibuprofen taken. So it just felt like it was the perfect thing. Obviously, I'm not afraid to play with the masculine and feminine. I think that's the beauty of getting to dance in New York City Ballet and also having my life in New York. So I get to do these kind of like polar opposite characters. I just want to feel, strong and sexy and beautiful. So that's who she is. I've always looked up to Russell Janzen. I remember first pointing him out in Justin Peck's Rodeo. He was the tallest man out there, and I thought that was so amazing. And I was one of the tallest boys in the school, so I immediately was resonating with him. And we developed a really beautiful friendship in the past few years. I started understudying a lot of the roles that he did, so I was in the back of the room watching him work constantly. All that to say, on his retirement day, I was having a rehearsal on stage. He popped in, and I was just like saying, I'm gonna miss him so much. I'm gonna be crying on stage in Diamond, which I was on stage during the ballet in the corps, crying my eyes out because I was like, I'm gonna miss him so much. I go upstairs to my dressing room, and there is a card and a pair of neon green running shorts, which are shorts that he wore like so much. They were like, those are the Russell shorts, and there they were at my spot with this card, just talking about how excited he was to have known me and how excited he is for what the future holds for me. And it felt like this passing of the torch, as a tall gentleman in the company. And that was a really special moment this season.